Coy Wolf here in Sacramento, California. I went up to an experimental spot to try to catch trains, not having to go to Roseville because that place sucks. I know every place sucks, but Roseville sucks more than most. But I'm at this experimental place where I thought the trains would side out, and there hasn't been a train for 16 hours. It's going this way, so I'm saying fuck this, and I'm going to take the plunge and go take the bus to Roseville. But there's a major update that I must give first. First of all, Sacramento area is under a huge flood warning right now. This is a creek that's usually like a little trickle, and it's freaking... This all used to be like home bomb camps up in here, and I feel sorry for all those people because they are just gone now. I mean, the water was as high as like that limb on that tree right there. It was up there in this creek, and all the home bomb camps were down in those trees, and all their stuff got washed away, which sucks. But another major update is I'm going to have to say goodbye to one of my favorite pieces of gear, because as you can see, this case is fucking, it's done. And then when I opened my guitar up today to try to play it, I opened it to this. And that sucks because this is a fucking baby Taylor guitar and it cost me a lot of money. And it's not very old, and that's what you get. That's what you get for using a soft case and trying to throw your guitar and pack off of a train like a fucking idiot that I am. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up and get out of here, go to Roseville, and see if I can get north. There's a lot of snow north right now. They had to close the Cascade Pass for a while because there was so much snow that the snowplows couldn't keep up. So I think I'm going to go to Dunsmuir and hang out for a little bit up there to get out of the city and see what there is to see there until I go further north up to Klamath Falls and then back to Bend, probably. I might ride over the pass to Eugene and then back again. I'm just not sure yet. We'll see what happens. My favorite flock of jungle turkey are back in the same spot. In the same spot I was last time I was here. Anyway, this is my third day in Roseville. Oh God, I don't like this place. And now it's the middle of the day, and I'm going to have to get into the yard in the daytime to get an open boxcar down the line a little ways. Waited for a couple of days with like all unrideable cars going north. This one has one that I hope I can get to without getting spotted by the bull or a worker. But I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to have to, I don't know, go for it. I'm probably not going to be able to get video of me getting into there. Maybe when I get behind a string or something, but this is a very stealth situation dealing with what I have to do right now. So I'll let you know what happens. So, sad days. Before I could get on that GM, it took off, and now I'll probably be stuck in Roseville for the rest of my life. It always feels like I'll be here for the rest of my life every time I come here. But then something usually comes along, so I guess I'm just going to wait until tonight. And I'm going to go try to meet up and hang out with another member of Squat the Planet here. And then after that, come back and see if I can get anything. And if I can't get anything tonight, I mean, this is just, the weather is, I mean, look at this. Look at, this is just about to rain at like any second in time. And it has been raining on and off all day. So I'm thinking that I will probably end up probably scam tracking it to Dunsmuir from Sacramento and then try again from there, because this is just, oh, it's horrible, man. But we'll see what happens here, and I'll update later in the afternoon. It's time now for a segment of my program where I shall review some of the finest liquors that are out there. Today, we have Four Freedoms blended whiskey, made in America with pride. Now, I was first skeptical about Four Freedoms blended whiskey made in America with pride, but then I decided to buy it. As a very affordable option, it has undertones of oak and grain spirit that you might find refreshing, especially when paired with a very fine mixture. This is one of the finest of colas in America, and it finds that if you blend 1/3 Four Freedoms with 2/3 Coca-Cola, it is almost bearable. And if you add some of the finest tobacco, also made in America, Bugler Especial, this makes for a great trio to make any shitty situation better than normal. Update here, kind of in between Dunsmuir and Reading. I'm in a place called Lakeshore on a siding at the moment, and we're just kind of hanging out at this siding. Have been for a long time. I mean, we've been here for hours. And I just saw some track work cars, so I think they're doing track work. But I'm hanging out in this beautiful Golden West service boxcar, and just kind of waiting to get out of here. And I think that I'm probably going to jump off in Dunsmuir and hang out and maybe do some features there, because I haven't really been to that place too much. I've been through it, I just never stopped. So we'll check that out. And it was a great time. Roseville sucked because I was there for so long, but I ended up getting to hang out with engineer Lupo, which I'll give credit to in this video, and say what's up. Hopefully you made it back safe to where you're going. But got to hang out with somebody, and just the fate so happened that I got to hang out and watch some trains for a while, and then Northbound appeared and hung out there long enough for me to get into it, and it was nice, perfectly what I wanted, so which happens to be this train. And then when I get off in Dunsmuir, it's a crew change point for the UPs going north, and so I'll be able to hang out in town and do what I need to do, and then just get back on another train. And I think I'm probably going to ride the Cascade Pass over to Eugene and then back again, just to get some good footage of that, hopefully during the daytime. And yeah, we'll update from Dunsmuir. So we're still here in between Lake Shasta and Dunsmuir. Been here for a long time. This is like 3 hours later since the last update. And I just wanted to do a short about what it means when you get stuck like this out in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully it means that you have supplies to be able to hang out for at least a day or two, because sometimes these trains will sit on these sidings for a long time. But what it means here, or what it could mean, I guess, is a great many of things. The crew on this train has obviously died, because I left Roseville at around 11 p.m. and it's now about 11 a.m. So it's way past the time that the crew could have possibly worked, the same crew from Roseville to Dunsmuir. So this train's definitely waiting on another crew for sure. Could mean a number of things. This train is incredibly low priority. It's empty GM, so it's junk basically. So there's no real time limit for them to get anywhere. But it also could mean that there's track work up ahead, because I saw a couple track cars come down the line, which could mean also that there's something wrong with the track up ahead. I haven't seen a single train going north or south from here for hours. So the part of California that we're traveling through right now is very unstable as far as the ground and stuff is concerned. So there could be a landslide, there could be uneven track, there could be something going wrong, which I'm hoping not, because that would mean I'm here for a lot longer than I really want to be. But it also could mean that they just have some other priority train coming in, or there's not enough crews in Dunsmuir right now to take care of this train, and they're going to run priority trains first and then take this thing up there. I mean, there's a great number of reasons, but it sucks being stuck. But at least I have this boxcar right here that I'm in that is providing me from the torrential downpours that have been going on here in Northern California, and that will continue to do so for a while. And I got this nice forest, you know. There's a river next to me that I'm thinking about heading over and checking out towards that direction right there. But at the same time, if this thing leaves, I don't want to be somewhere else, because the only thing down the line to ride is some gondolas, and that would suck. Especially if it doesn't crew change at Dunsmuir, which is another thing that might happen, is that if they put another crew on this train, it might just run up to Klamath Falls, and I hope that it doesn't, because I'd like to stay in Dunsmuir and check it out. But anyway, I'll update here when things happen. Holy shit, we're finally moving. This has been the longest sighting I've ever been at. I mean, we've been here since 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's 2 in the afternoon right now. So that's almost an entire day's worth of wait. This has been ridiculous, but we're finally going here. And I'm really hoping this train stops here, because that's where I want to get off, but we'll see what's up here in a little bit. off here. Hopefully, there's a couple foamers that I saw on the side of the track that might have seen me in this car. So I'm hoping not. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is like rolling into Dunsmuir. Great views, wonderful place. We'll see what happens here. So we jumped off the train here in Dunsmuir. And this is my train. I was in that boxcar. And it goes further that direction. But it's kind of nice here. I mean, you can see the scenery and whatnot. Not a lot of snow, which is nice. And you got this string of engines, which I'm probably going to go explore and get some video of. But for me, I'm going to try to get into the woods here and hang out, try to make a camp or something. But it seems like, unfortunately, there's been some home bum activity, which, I mean, what are you going to expect next to a train yard? But it's like obvious what these guys have been doing, and I want to show you here just because it's fucking ridiculous. See all those boxes? Those are Quaker Oats that they obviously stole out of a boxcar, and that's a whole bunch of equipment to be able to siphon gasoline out of the engines. And I need to get away from the home bums, man. So here we are in Dunsmuir. We got a whole line of out of service units and stuff. This is the yard right here in Dunsmuir. Got the Sacramento River down over there. And we're headed to town to see what there is to see in town. And I'm not sure what that is, but I guess we'll figure it out. But meanwhile, I'm gonna try to take some shots of vodka and smoke a couple cigarettes in the yard just because I can, and it seems like a rebel thing to do, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see what's up later in Dunsmuir, I guess. So we're here in Dunsmuir, California. I'm at the Dunsmuir Brewing Company here, which is really nice. This place has been very good to me. Great beer, great food. I'd highly recommend this place if you come to Dunsmuir. But either way, we're going to be going down here towards town in this nice little mountain town of Dunsmuir, California. Back to the spot and probably just wait out the rain and wait for something later tonight to get out of here, because this is Dunsmuir and it's a trains town, and there is no question of whether I'm going to have something to get out of here with. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to roll a cigarette at the moment and then head back down that way. Maybe stop off at the local bar, the Spirits Tavern here in Dunsmuir, and maybe hang out for a minute, then go back down that way and try to look for this famous Dunsmuir jungle that's supposed to be down by the Sacramento River, and see if that's a better spot than where I'm at the moment. Anyway, we'll update soon, and later. What's up, people? It's your man Coy Wolf coming to you live from beautiful Dunsmuir, California here. I just woke up from a torrential downpour last night. I mean, there must have got 1 to 2 inches of rain was expected, and it was somewhere around there. Luckily, I had my tarp set up. I was at the bar for a while and ran into some awesome people. The bar in Dunsmuir is highly recommended. I may or may not have gotten tossed a free bag of shrooms, just saying. And now I'm sitting down by the yard here. I know you can probably barely see that, but you see the tracks down there. And I'm also at one of the many jungles that I found around this area. This one's pretty cool because it's got a tarp and it's been like pouring balls. I have my own tarp, but this is super helpful for, you know, anybody traveling around. It's obvious travelers have been here all over the place. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to hang around here and wait for a northbound, and then probably gonna go over to the Sacramento River across the tracks here and check, because there's supposed to be another hangout spot that I'm gonna go look for. So anyway, yeah, coming to you live, drinking some beer in the morning, and it's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock, and I'm just waiting on a northbound, hopefully one in the daylight, so I can get a picture or some footage of Williams Loop and a couple other things up north. So we'll update soon. Dunsmuir. So we're still chilling here in Dunsmuir, California, and I just wanted to do a little feature here to talk about how awesome this place actually is. I mean, I haven't been able to hang out in a place like this that is so, I guess, friendly and easy to hang out in, and beautiful. I mean, if you see what I'm looking at here, we've got this end of the yard here and this nice babbling brook, and then another one coming in over here from the mountains. And I'm just chilling, waiting for trains. It seems like today might be a day for track work or something, or maybe it's just a fluke that I haven't seen a train in like 6 or 7 hours, but it's Wednesday today, so I'm not sure what the schedules are on this line too much. I just know that I probably should have seen a train by now. But we're just kind of hanging in the woods. These beautiful redwoods that are up around here. And then coming up this hill, as you'll see, there's this nice little jungle area to just hang out, you know. And it's just the beauty around here is just incredible. I can't describe it other than you being able to see it right here, I guess. But yeah, I did want to explain a little bit what happened to me in West Colton, I guess. So I know that I said I got dragged in West Colton, which was like the most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me, hopping trains. And from then on, I think I'm only going to stop trains. I mean, what essentially happened is when I grabbed onto the ladder there, the train was going at about 15 miles per hour. And it was kind of on the edge of whether it was catchable or not, so I decided to try it. But what had happened is there was something wrong with my wrist, and I decided to catch anyway. And when I caught onto the ladder, I tried to put my foot up onto the stirrup of the ladder, and I just slipped off and hit the gravel, and I got dragged with my full pack and everything. I mean, I was dragged for probably 25 feet or something like that, and I had to decide to like push myself off of the ladder, which was very terrifying for me. And luckily I rolled the right way and came down, but it was a wake-up call, and just telling people out there that this is not safe or advisable whatsoever to be out here hopping trains. So if you do watch my videos, I'm hoping you're living vicariously, and if you do decide to ride, please do your research and know your capabilities before you hop on a freight train, because it's very difficult, especially when you see what's happened to a few of the other riders recently. I've seen more RIP tags in train yards over the past about year that I've ever seen before, and it's just, you can tell people are just screwing up, you know, dying more and more. So I hate for the grave update, but anyway, in a time like this, we need nature to reflect upon. And as you can see, with this jungle and this redwood forest next to this beautiful terrain yard. That's what I'm trying to do. And we'll see what happens catching out of Dunsmuir. K Falls is next. I might ride to Eugene, like I said, but I'm not sure.